Now, what if I wanted to talk about e-statements? This is where I would go to actually click, and it brings up another screen that's going to show 13. Nice little commercial talking about how you want to win something free from the credit union. I believe it's 13, Colin, is that correct? 13 months?
Yes.
What if I just opened up my account 2 months ago? Would I have 13 months of history? No. You know, I got 2 months of credit union membership, right? And so you can't have more history than you've had your account open with us, right? Some persons who came with us from First Dakota, we're not going to have history going back to December of 2010 or 2009. It's not there. We're just starting to build that history. It takes a minute to load that because there's quite a bit of information, and especially this time for the first time we're loading it, it takes a little longer time. But this is also where you can get your credit card statement. Okay? One of the nice things about having your credit card with the credit union is that the statement is consolidated right in with your other account. So it's very nice to have everything consolidated. So again, I don't want to take the time to have this load too much slower because, again, cognizant of your time. I think we're only on about the top 7, aren't we? Okay. There's the statements where you can scroll down and you can see the history. You can tell this account has been open for several months. Now, looks like we can go back 113 now, back to July of 09, so that's 28 months. Wow, I didn't keep so many. Anybody ever go back 28 months and look at a statement? Unless you're getting audited, I guess. Hopefully nobody's done that. So e-statements you access this way also. So some very good things to use. You'll be using It's Me 247 quite a bit. There's lots of things that you will find very helpful inside of that. And I would encourage you to go back and use it. So let's hop back over here. So we hit the It's Me 247. You all get that? Number 7, Sioux Easy Pay. One of the tabs on there was about Sioux Easy Pay. It is an internet bill payment and presentment. A simpler way to manage not only paying your bills, but receiving them and keeping track of them. Another big thing, are you afraid of an automatic or recurring payments? I hear this almost every single week where people are uncomfortable with giving other businesses permission to take stuff out of their account automatically. I don't like when somebody takes stuff out of my account automatically. I like to control it. This is where you can do that. You can control when you send stuff to people without having to write a check. You can set up a recurring. In other words, it's 5th of every month you want to send your house payment. Fine. You can stop it anytime you want to too, right? Because you were the one who started it. You don't even have to contact your house payment provider because you're in control. Sioux Easy Pay gives you the ability to do that. You control it. Now, what does bill presentment mean? Is anybody familiar with that term? Classic example is Xcel Energy, Mid-American, the phone company. These places send you paper bills every single month, right? And then you have to keep track of them, you have to write the check, or you have to come into bill pay. With bill presentment, the actual bill is presented to you electronically inside of Sioux Easy Pay. What did I say? I said you never receive a paper bill from Xcel Energy anymore. You never receive a paper bill from Mid-American anymore. It is an image of the bill sent to your Easy Pay. You sign up, and this is nothing new. This has been going on for 10 years probably. They send an image of the bill to you, Verizon. You want to receive a 25-page Verizon bill in the mail? My kids text like crazy. I'd have all those things on there. I get the Verizon bill on Sioux Easy Pay. It just says, Jeff, you have a bill to be paid. Your Verizon bill is now available. It's a nice little email that pops up and says, Jeff, go pay your bill. I log on to Sioux Easy Pay. I say, I want to pay that on the 25th of January. Bing, pay 200 whatever to Verizon or whatever your bill is. You never write a check. You never have to open an envelope. You never have to lick an envelope. You never have to put a stamp on it. You never have to go to the mailbox. You not only got the bill, you looked at the bill, you chose when to pay the bill, and you sent the bill. without leaving the backside of your posterior, sitting right at a computer to do it that fast and that easy. And honestly, once you get it set up, the first time it takes a little longer because you have to enter your account number for Excel to know, and you have to authenticate that you are Jeff Jorgensen. But once you get that set up, not exaggerating, it takes me less than 15 seconds to pay a bill. I just click, yep, there it is, click pay this date, place it, done, submit payments. I mean, that's a fast and easy business. My mailbox, going back to that e-statement stuff, I don't like getting bills in the mail. I don't know about you, but I don't get excited when I go to the mailbox and I see 5 bills sitting in there. I'm down to writing 1 check a month now. I write 1 single check a month. And unfortunately, that's to Minnehaha County Rural Water. They don't have a good way to deal with that. And I want to get on their board and teach them how to do it, but I'm not quite there. Some of you are on Minnehaha County Rural Water, and if you're on the board, I apologize. I may have just pissed you off, but anyway, I don't like that, okay? Sioux Easy Pay is a wonderful thing. You need to get to it inside of It's Me 247. I'm not going to take the time to go through that tonight, but that is something you may want to grab a brochure before you leave. Sioux Easy Pay is the cat's meow. I'm telling you, I've got probably 40 bills. I pay a medical bill. I'll pay my dentist in there. You can pay a babysitter. You can do one-time bills. You cannot pay the IRS payments sent through that type of a system. That's not us. That's the IRS. Says, no, we don't want to deal with that. They get to set their own rules.
Say, there are some other stuff I wish you guys could have that, like for example, auto registration,
Oh yeah, for automobiles,
automobiles,
Yes.
and house tax payment.
taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a hassle.
Now, with your taxes, your real estate taxes,
Yeah.
you can do all that online. I have not gone down to the county for the past 4 years.
Yeah, you can do that online, but then they want your whole account number and all this, but
914 792 957 you have to have all of those numbers in your head before you can actually put it in. Correct. But I understand what you're saying. If there was a way that we could get the county to present that bill to us so you guys could pay it, it would be sweet. Governments are a little bit behind on that stuff right now. They're getting there. Just recently, Lincoln County put that ability out on the website so you could pay Lincoln County taxes. For the longest time,
They don't want to save their money, so.
we're getting into politics a little bit, but Minnehaha County's had it for a long time, and it is a wonderful thing. Number 6, Advantage ATM debit cards. If you don't carry one of our debit cards, you really need to get one of these cards. It is the slickest thing in the world. And again, another reason why I don't write a check. I hate writing checks. Take that little thing, swipe it through the machine, and it makes my life a heck of a lot easier. I do not want to pay money to somebody to get cash either. I refuse to go to an ATM machine and pay $1.50 or something to get cash. It just torques me off when somebody's going to charge me to get my own money. With this program called Pulse Pay, which is only available in town on our debit card, the Advantage card, you can go to a merchant, buy a pack of gum, go to Walgreens and buy a 99-cent pack of gum. There's a cash back option. You can get $20, $50, $100 cash back with your debit card buying something as small as a 99-cent pack of gum. And guess what the charge is? Zero. It's free. There's some Pulse Pay brochures in the back. You might want to take a look at those. You can go online to their website, and I know it doesn't show up well in this picture, but if you're traveling somewhere in the country and you want to know where are free ATMs, first of all, we will tell you where you can use your card for free ATMs. But also, if you're traveling, you go, how about Rite Aid? Does Rite Aid do this? Yes, Rite Aid does this. What if I'm in a Walgreens? Yes, Walgreens does this. IVs are starting to do it. This is becoming more prevalent that you can do this kind of stuff now. What's the magic code that you have to know to do this, though? You gotta know your PIN. You can't sign a transaction like a credit card and get cash back. You have to know your PIN. So if you don't know your PIN, don't attempt to do it because you're going to say, can't do it. Okay? It's a wonderful tool. I tell you, It's probably, ladies, 95% of our members are carrying this card. If you're not, you're in the overwhelming minority.
Do you find like theft, or how about like if you gave your 16-year-old a debit card, do you see that there's a lot of misuse of them, or if you lose it, they get, you know, I've debated on whether I should give my daughter one. Can anybody go and sign that they're me? If you don't have my PIN number, you can use it as a credit card.
Yep.
So do you see that very often? Is that, I mean, is
Not
that?
as much as you probably would think, but this little thing in the back called the mag stripe, it's magnetic information that tells the institution, or tells the merchant where your account is and all that. This is about 1800 technology. It's so antiquated, it's ridiculous. In Europe, they have a thing now where it's actually a chip that is put on the card, a digital chip that will identify stuff, and it's more difficult for a crook to rip off and duplicate. It's coming to America, but it's not here. We're the last country, civilized country, or technologically advanced, whatever you want to call us, that offers it. It's coming. But in the meantime, that's why you must log into your account, and it's Me 247, and watch the transactions. You need to look at your statements. If you check and you find something is amiss, notify us within 30 days, look at your statement on a regular basis, and you are held to zero liability. Okay? If the card is stolen, somebody uses it without your permission, you have zero liability. There's a hassle factor. You have to contact us. You have to fill out a form. Okay, I'm not saying it's easy or simple. It is relatively easy because we make it as easy as possible for you. The 16-year-old thing, I don't like 16-year-olds doing business much anywhere financially, but it is something.
Kind of
you
just the
need to do.
emergency thing, and I haven't yet, but I really debated on, and that was kind of why I decided against it, is I thought, you know, she's very responsible, but
Well, the
they're not worldly wise yet, and
Well, the good thing about a debit card, it's not a credit card where it has like a $4,000 or $2,000 limit. I mean, however much is in that account, you know, so you
Sure.
put
Now,
$100 in.
I would probably say that is true. I would probably recommend giving your daughter or your child a credit card before I would give them the debit
a
card.
debit card.
And the reasoning to that is I can control that limit. If you came to the credit union and said, I want to give my 16-year-old a credit card,
Oh.
and I want to give him a $300 limit.
Oh, well, I was just saying like minus.
Generally
speaking, yeah.
But a debit card is going to access your entire checking account.
Unless, of course, she had her own account.
That's what I was thinking,
With
is
the
like
debit card,
set up her own
you put
account with
money in there.
$100.
Sure.
So,
So there is some of that a credit card is a little better if you're concerned about that. Debit card, Visa, debit card, credit card, it doesn't matter as far as the liability side. It's just that if your shared draft or your checking account has a balance typically higher than the credit card limit, you're exposing more potentially to a crook. Great questions, things to consider, isn't it? Did we answer all those questions? ATM debit cards, yes. Grab a brochure, talk about Pulse Pay.